It's AllBall TV. You already know the motto. They scared, but I'm not. But the last 3 games, he's played 48 minutes, 44 minutes, 48 minutes. He's sat a total of 4 minutes, according to Knicks Muse. Shout out to them with the Brunson avatar. But he sat a total of 4 minutes. And the thing with Hartenstein is, this is my problem with the Knicks media. Like, they think they could get away with stuff like this because it's not funny to me. This is Fred Katz. He writes for The Athletic. He contributes, and he's a Knicks media dude, like mass media guy. For the Thibs won't change crowd. There was a time just this season when Thibodeau would not play McBride and Brunson together, like at all. Eventually, he gave it a try when Knicks were injury-ridden. Now it's his go-to lineup. Okay. Here's my problem with that, right? Because you say all that, and then this is your guy Thibs at the end at the post-game press conference today.
Well, he's well rested. No. And the thing is, there's nothing that you don't love about Deuce. And from the moment we drafted him, and even when he wasn't playing, that tells you a lot, because the way he worked, a guy's work ethic is a big part of it too, his drive. So he had that. I think the toughness. The guy was a big-time football player. Those guys are tough guys, and he's strong. He's got great feet. He's got great anticipation. He doesn't quit on a play. So the defense has been there from day one, and then I think the offense was always pretty good. He's always been a scorer, but he's gotten to the point where he's just a knockdown shooter now. Like, you cannot leave him open. And the numbers bear it out, whether it's practice or games. And so it's a credit to him. He's in phenomenal shape. He stays in phenomenal shape. He takes care of himself. So I think he has the ability to do it.
I love
it. Langston Galloway. Get the fuck out.
Go ahead, go in there. Hold on. So let's start this off. You shot your guy out because you've been sending subliminal shots all week, right?
Yo.
He said Deuce McBride ain't nothing but a Langston Galloway, right? For me, what I responded was he could have easily been Langston Galloway, but he's showing he's not. And everything Thibs described is why he's not. But what you discussed it about, Flea? What's going on?
No, because what happened was, OG, here's the issue. Right. Is that I jumped out there and said, this kid's game, just this game, reminds me a lot of Ben Gordon, right? And everybody jumped out the window like, how dare I compare Deuce McBride to Ben Gordon? Like, Ben Gordon was some untouchable guy they couldn't get his game compared to. But now everybody started reducing him to all of these lower level players that I don't think Deuce is going to be. I think Deuce is going to be somewhere in the middle. Right, he may not reach who Ben Gordon was at his peak, right? But Deuce McBride ain't no damn Langston Galloway, and that's it right there. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's already eclipsed that, right? And I just think he shoots the ball better. He's already a better athlete, and that's big, especially playing in today's game with all the athletic guards that you're gonna go up against. He already defends well. He cares about defense. Like that, there's a little difference, and I think that's important for today's era. Some guys could play defense, but who cares about it? Like, all of these guys should be able to do it.
Good point.
Who really cares about it? Yeah. And there's only a handful of guys that really care about it. He's one of them. Like, I'm super impressed with that kid, and I'm gonna keep, beating the drum of Deuce McBride. No Diddy.
Well, you know what? I like Deuce. And to me, his ceiling could be just as good as, I'm going to give you a player that's been in the league for years, instant offense, that people tend to not talk about. My guy, Powell.
Norman Powell.
Exactly.
Like
instant offense, guy could give you a 30 clip any given time. So for me, I'm going to tell you why I'm starting to like Thibs now. Thibs is getting guys paid. Think about that. Watch Deuce's next contract, whether it's with us or somebody else.
What?
You have to give him some money.
Hold on. What did I say to you, Fabian? What offline? Half an hour ago. an hour ago, what did I say? The exact same thing you said, OG, is the exact same thing I said. Yeah, we locked him up for the next 3 years, but that 3 years is going to go by quick. And what you saying right now, OG, he's going to get it back.
Come on, man. So, and also, I love Thibs with that humor, what he said in the beginning. And what I always say, yeah, he run his players in the ground, but I don't mind when the guys is young. Do I not always say that? Listen, when you young, listen, play all day. My thing is the superstars, the kind of older players, the players that you know may be banged up. If we up big numbers, you sit them out. But guys like Deuce, Josh Hart, DiVincenzo, listen, man, them guys is young. Them guys is young. So as long as they taking care of their body, eating healthy, like you see what I think Hart and Brunson said, they didn't went to I don't know if it's a vegan diet or something like that, but these guys are taking care of their body. So once again, man, these guys is under 26, 27. They can play all the minutes they want to play. And once again, Thibs knows what he's doing. He's giving these guys the confidence because he know I'm gonna need y'all in the playoffs. Remember, y'all gonna have to play heavy minutes in the playoffs. Because let's be realistic. Certain dudes ain't gonna be able to get on the court. Remember, ain't nobody playing no 10-man rotation in the playoffs.
If you don't have to.
Right.
If you don't have to. Yeah.
Right, exactly. So, I love it. And I'm just happy that Deuce never gave up. He never complained. And like what Thibs said, they watched them guys in practice. He never complained, work hard on both ends of the floor. Now, look, it's paying off. So, big shout out to Deuce, man. Like my guy, OG Bobby Johnson, he said, Hoover Deuce, we keeping them.
Deuce.
Come on, we keeping them. Know what I mean? So listen, man, we good, bro. We good. Oh, we good. I feel good.
But I don't want to. I like that. That's nothing to joke about to me. Like there's 15 games left. It's funny, but 48 minutes is crazy. That's what was happening with Josh Hart. I think how many minutes did Josh Hart play today?
He played a lot.
They not complaining though.
They played a lot. I mean, we got to understand something.
Josh Hart played, look, 44 minutes. 40 minutes DiVincenzo, 48 McBride, and where's Brunson at 32 minutes. So that's great. We haven't seen Brunson play 32 minutes in a long time. And Isaiah Hartenstein to me is limping. Isaiah, I don't care what he says. He's a soldier, but he's tired. He's tired. And I can see it. So with Thibs, it's kind of like, yeah, that's funny and it's cool. But in order for this crowd to win, this group to win, this is cool for these games. But when are you going to say, you know what, we're playing the Detroit Pistons. We're playing. This guy got 30 minutes for you, 25 minutes for you.
They close games,
the game off.
But they close. Hold on, I'm sorry to cut you off. But they close games though, Faye. It ain't like these games. By the second, third quarter, we up 20 plus. These is close games, and we got to win these games. So think about if a guy played whatever amount of minutes, and we going into the third quarter and we up single digits or we down. Nah, that's different if we up big, no Diddy, and then, you know what I mean? But nah, we need these games. So I don't knock what he doing. I'm sorry to cut you off, but just understand it's not like we up big and he's keeping them guys in the game. Nah, these should be close games.
Fabian, I got a question for you. You heard me?
Yes, Nino. You got the full screen. What?
I got a question for you. Be respectful now. I got a question for you, man. Question for OG too. Like, okay, let's say in theory, Thibs does start to dial it back for the next 8 games, however many games we have left, right? And we start sitting guys, and we start, upping the minutes for, Shake Milton starts getting minutes, and Jacob Toppin is playing more. Like whoever is not, Jericho gets a lot of. All right. Would you rather go into the postseason in the play-in, or would y'all rather go into the postseason as a 4, 5, or 6 seed with what you know right now? Currently, what you know will help. Randall is we have no idea where he's at. We know what was going on with Mitch, and obviously OG is back, and we're doing maintenance with him. But what would you rather do? Go into the play-in or just have a legitimized 4, 5, or 6 seed?
I would rather have no play-in and try to get into the 4th seed, right? And that would require us to do what Thibodeau was doing. But I'm asking us and everybody else, I hope I answered your question, by the way, because I don't want to go on this long-winded rant, and I didn't answer your question.
Nah, you said
I'd rather make a four.
You'd rather be a playoff team.
I'd rather be a 4 seed, get the home and corner advantage over the Magic. But if that requires us to be limping in there against I don't care. I disagree with you, AllBall and Flea. The Orlando Magic are nothing to play with. They're a bad matchup for the Celtics. They're a bad matchup for us because all they gotta do is go out there, and there's 3 guys out there 6'10", and they can body everybody. I've seen it. Jalen Suggs is no joke.
They play us tough. They do.
Yeah, and they play us tough. But I don't want this lineup out there. I'm relieved that I think Deuce is the starting. He earned if his defense. Oh, I asked you. I don't answer your question with a question. I'll ask that in a second. But as of right now, there's no way if all these guys are depleted, there's no way I'm putting DiVincenzo over Deuce McBride in the starting lineup. No way at the 2 guard. Not right now. Deuce has already proven to me he's a better shooter than DiVincenzo. Better knockdown shooter. He's up there. He's neck and neck with Brunson of you better not leave him open. Brunson gets a wide open shot. The defense ain't doing that. And the defense better, if they ain't watching that tape, they better understand right now. Deuce McBride is the guy you do not leave open. He's hitting shots over Deuce twice his size. Twice his size on the closeout. Nah, we've been talking about his form and everything, Flea. He has that same jump shot wherever he shoots from on that court. Deuce McBride is legit. I just don't want to run him to the ground. I get it. He's young. He's the guy who do play 48 minutes. We compared him to Iverson. Flea, early on, we said he's like baby Iverson out there. He just can't get to the hoop the way he wants to. But the 48 minutes, he's young. Do I want him possibly being added to this? Hey, do you run everybody to the ground, Thibs? I don't know. I definitely don't want that. But I'm thinking they want to win 6 more games, it looks like. And then you clinch that number 6 spot. I'm thinking that's what Thibs wants. We at least want to clinch the number 6 seed. Then we talk about rest. Until we clinch the playoffs, forget all these jokes and stuff about whether I run people to the ground or not. I want us to clinch the 6 seed at least.
But we got to remember too that a lot of this is happening off of the strength that we are injured. Like minutes balance out when you get 3 of your higher minute players back. When Randall comes back, when OG is back in the lineup regular, when Mitchell Robinson is back in the rotation regular, the minutes start to balance out and we get it back to where it is okay. Guys are not playing 45 plus minutes a game, 42 plus minutes a game. That's a lot, especially on a night in, night out basis. We went on this road trip, right? And like you said, you just showed what Deuce did in the last 3 to 4 games. That's high minutes played. I understand what OG, we young. So, okay, go out there. Go out there. Yeah. You're 9, 10 years old. You're going to run up and down until the street lights come on, and then you're going to come in the crib when your mama say come in the right? You're just going to run around all day long because you got all that energy, right? But we got to be careful, right? There's got to be a balance, and the only reason there's no balance right now is because we're missing 3 of our guys that's in heavy rotation. I promise you, Josh Hart isn't playing 48 minutes, and it's a good and bad thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We don't see the emergence of Deuce McBride if some of these injuries don't happen and he doesn't get put in a position where he has to play higher minutes. We don't see what Josh Hart is capable of doing in terms of playing, like he's hitting big shots. That shot he hit against the Cavs a couple weeks ago in the corner and he touched Donovan Mitchell's that was a big shot. That was a sidestep. I didn't even know he had that in his bag.
Yeah,
right? So we seeing stuff from these guys. I was telling OG, we seeing stuff from these guys that we might have never seen before had none of these injuries happen. And it's you got to take the good and the bad with it. Okay, he might be playing high minutes, but damn, this guy's raising his confidence and really showing us what he's going to be able to do in the playoffs.
Well, just real quick, just to answer your initial first, Flea, I definitely don't want the play-in. I don't want us to continue to do what we're doing. But, Fabian, my thing is, Thibs has to do this because you can't rely on Burks, Bog, the mother young players, Jericho. Like, you can't depend on them to win no games. So it's different if you could depend on them guys. But remember, we got to get these wins because, once again, these wins that we're getting, if we don't get them, we right now, 6, 7 seeds sliding all the way down? Just imagine that we the 8th seed and we playing against Boston first round. and we not healthy. Nah, so I have no problem with what he's doing. Like I said, these guys is young, and that's what they there for. Next man step up. Guys is hurt. Any team, once guys is hurt, your minutes step up, and if you playing good, you get as many minutes as you need or as you want. And as long as they're not complaining, I have no problem with it. Like I said, what's our guy that got traded, and I liked him, and he went to Detroit.
Who? Quentin Grimes.
Right. Remember, I love Grimes, but Grimes was complaining. These guys ain't complaining, and I'm pretty sure if it was too much, they would probably be complaining. But listen, I guarantee you, Hart and Deuce.
I forgot Grimes was chirping.
Right.
Was chirping.
Yeah, he was complaining.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you, to close it out for me, Deuce and Hart, I guarantee you, they loving it. They don't want to get off the court. They don't want to get off the court. So
they work horses, OG.
Yeah,
them guys love to play.
Yeah,
I don't know if Grimes was like, or with Obi, that now they had some for TV. You already know the motto. They scared, but I'm not.